As we come to the last spin through set 3, there's something extra I'd like you to think about. Let's talk about that. Hi, I'm Brian from Airflow Music. Welcome back to another video. This is day 19 of our Go Practice Daily series. Hope you're having a great day today. As I said, this is going to be our last time through set 3 in this video, and we'll be moving on to set 4 tomorrow. And as you've probably already realized, gradually we're building up to playing wider and wider intervals here. So this next set is going to be an intermediate step towards that, splitting the difference towards those wider intervals. But there's actually something we should start from today to help ease our way into this. Namely the fact that there's something in particular I'd like to focus on, and which I'll be focusing on as I play these things. Okay? So in particular, what you've probably noticed playing exercise 1 of these sets especially is that it develops a certain grip in the corners of your embouchure. That's certainly been my experience, and that's really what I'm looking for with these things, because kind of the whole point of this and developing flexibility in this way is to take away extraneous movement and kind of build the corner support so that these muscles can stay put, hold everything in place, and so that we don't get too much facial movement, at least not too much extraneous facial movement. The lips need to move, and they need to move within the mouthpiece, and the aperture changes and all that kind of stuff, but that shouldn't necessarily be the cause of large movements in the facial muscles that we can really see from the outside. And if there is such a movement, it usually indicates some level of inefficiency. Might be very slight, might be more noticeable, but either way. So the goal here really is to get these things nice and still as we play. And I hope that you may have noticed, as I've been playing these and you've been watching the recordings of me playing these exercises, that my corners pretty much tend to stay put. There's still room for improvement, as always, but that's what I'm dealing with here. So that's what I'd like you to lend your focus to from now on, and it's something in particular that I'll be trying to focus on as we move forward with these exercises, both for the set today and then into the new set tomorrow. Okay, so that's really what I wanted to say to you today in response to a question that came up in the comments, I think. Maybe it was email. Anyway, my focus dealing with these things, or rather what I've realized I need to deal with these things, is to really focus on being consistent in my setup every time I set up to play a note or a phrase. And so that's what I'm working on. The difficulty for me recording these exercises is that the camera and dealing with that recording process is a distraction, and it captures part of my attention. So I'm not always as good as I probably should be with keeping focused on what my setup is and what I need to do consistently. But again, that's what I'm working on, and that's good kind of real world practice, because there's always distractions on the bandstand. So if we can really get zoned in to getting our setup consistent and removing as many variables from what could go wrong as possible, we're likely to be in a better place. That's kind of the way I think about it. Anyway, with that, let's get into exercise 1. This is set 3 exercise 1, same thing that we've been doing. This remains the stability exercise in whole steps. So, same old thing, we're going at 60 beats a minute. I am tapping my foot and subdividing the beat in order to play in time. I'm breath starting the first note of each phrase, and I'm attempting to breathe in time on the rest bar. Same old thing, we should be quite familiar with it by now. Okay, so let's get into exercise 1. Okay, so there's exercise 1 for today. All in all, that went off pretty well. The things that held me up there were the things that I was talking about. It's really just being slightly distracted, missing out on my setup slightly, not being quite consistent in what I'm doing. If I do that, it goes well, and if I don't, then it doesn't. I was a little more conscious of making sure that my corners were set. On the whole, that seems to feel pretty good. Quite pleased about that. So, we keep moving forward with it. How did you find that? Did bringing focus to your corners or bring your focus to your corners change anything? I'm interested to know. Please comment below. Anyway, rather than this getting too long, let's get on to exercise 2. So we're doing the same old thing once again. We're still on the whole steps. We're playing the 8th note triplets. And this is the 3 bars of moving notes pattern. So we are slurring the first bar, tonguing the second bar, alternating slurred and tongued 2 beats each in the third bar. On the rest bar, because this isn't long setting, I'm getting the mouthpiece off my lips and resetting after the 2 bars rest. Okay, same old thing we've been doing. So once again, try and be consistent in how you set up for this, and breathing in time and trying to do the same thing each time. See how that affects things for you. Okay? Let's get into exercise 2. Okay, so there's exercise 2. Once again, this went basically okay, but there was some inconsistencies. To begin with, on the alternate fingered notes, I had a little trouble getting that moving evenly, particularly on the slur. It got better, and by the later ones of those, it wasn't too bad. But, some cracks and some bits and pieces here and there. But generally, I'm kind of getting to grips with this now. As I said yesterday or the day before, I think this is quite possibly one that I'll keep doing in addition to whatever set we're actually working on the videos for the next couple of weeks, because it's very beneficial for me. And I notice actually playing flexibility things, so-called lip slurs, outside of this, that my facility there is improving. So things are coming around. I'm just not quite under control the way that I'd prefer to be. So that's why we do these things. Okay? So, once again, how are you getting on with this? How are you finding it? Any positive, negative developments as a result? I always look forward to reading them in the comments. Other than that, there's not too much to say for this one. We're going to be moving on to a new set tomorrow. So that'll be perhaps something to look forward to. I don't know. Depends how you feel about it, really. But anyway, that's what we're going to be doing. So for now, I will leave you to get on with it. So, as usual, please do hit the like button if you've enjoyed this video and find it helpful. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll be back with the next video tomorrow, and in the meantime, you know what to do. Go practice.